So, what is the cause of chronic fatigue syndrome? The jury is still out on that one as far as the medical profession goes, but I think most people will agree that stress is a large factor and the disease is often triggered by a virus. That was certainly true in my case, as my chronic fatigue came after a long period of emotional and financial stress, followed by a mystery virus and post-viral fatigue, which never went away. This continual stress factor causes the nervous system to be overstimulated, and it is generally agreed that CFS is a problem of the nervous system. But not everyone who suffers from long-term stress will develop CFS. There is another factor here as well. In my own chronic fatigue journey, one of the things I discovered that I found enormously helpful was the connection between high sensitivity and chronic fatigue syndrome. In my attempts to find out the causes of CFS, it was one of the things that made absolute sense. It has been scientifically proven that around 20% of the population have what is sometimes called the sensitivity gene. It has been found that people with this gene are 6 times more likely to develop CFS. It has also been found that most, if not all, people with CFS have this high sensitivity coupled with a type A personality. So, first of all, how do we know if you are highly sensitive? People with high sensitivity usually feel overwhelmed by noise, crowds and/or bright lights, need to have time alone, avoid watching violent TV programmes as they are too unsettling, and are often deeply moved by beauty in nature or art, and highly empathetic towards others, picking up on others' feelings. People who are type A personalities are often perfectionists, often feel impatient, I know that one, may be highly competitive and are very goal-oriented. Do you recognise yourself in one or both of these? If yes, this is a large part of why you have chronic fatigue syndrome. This combination of high sensitivity and type A personality, coupled with periods of stress where you can quickly become overwhelmed and burnt out, is, I believe, what causes your nervous system to go into overdrive and develop chronic fatigue and chronic pain, as in fibromyalgia. The good news is that in knowing this, we can actually do something about it. Knowledge is power. If you are highly sensitive, don't be disheartened by this. Highly sensitive people are creative, compassionate, kind and likeable human beings, and there is much cause to celebrate who we are. But we do need to look after ourselves. There is a lot of help and advice out there on how to live as a sensitive person, and I recommend books by Judith Orloff, who has written many books on living as a sensitive person or empath. This is one of the ones I have, that's Thriving as an Empath. 365 days of self-care for sensitive people. It is important that we find downtime, avoid overstimulation, limit time spent in crowded areas, etc. Now, if you're a type A personality, there's certainly nothing wrong with this, but learning to address impatience and over-perfectionism can really help to soothe the nervous system. Therapies such as meditation, yoga and visualizations all really help with this. I hope this has helped you to make sense of your chronic fatigue syndrome and or fibromyalgia. It certainly helped me when I learned about it, because Once you know what the root causes of CFS are, then you can find the right tools to do something about it by learning ways to soothe your system. I offer more advice on ways to do this in other videos, so please do subscribe to get updates. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye for now.